Welcome back, guys, to another one of these things. Again, sorry it's late. Like I said, I always promised you guys that I would be doing it every either Monday or Tuesday. Of course, it's Wednesday. Problem was because of work. I was working both those days. And if you notice, yes, I'm wearing a Link hat. Why? Because what's new this time was actually I got my Link cosplay finally in. Which, this is actually not the hat that goes with it. This is just a hat I actually had at one time. Yeah, I'm sorry my hair's all messed. But like, yeah, this is a hat I've had for a long time. The hat that came in was actually this one. It's from the newest Link one. What costume I bought from it, really, was actually, I don't even know if it's here right now. No. But what it was it was the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors costume. So I even got the scarf and everything. So I didn't want to like show you my cosplay and show you the PlayStation 1. Probably because it was too, I don't want to dress all up again. Because I tried it on once. I'm like, oh, awesome. Took some pictures and stuff. And didn't want to put it all back on just for today kind of thing. So. Maybe at some times I'll just slowly put it on once in a while. Kind of cool thing. That one likes to slip off because I guess my hair is still a little wet. But what's new, like I said, my cosplay. What I've been doing, I've been playing Stardew Valley still. I now have about 50 hours into the game. So, yeah, that game's addicting. Besides that, I've been putting some time into a little bit in Minecraft on PS3, getting trophies of a few things, playing Far Cry 4, because Far Cry Primal's out, and it's more like, I don't want to go to Primal without beating 4, so I'm about 45-50% done Far Cry 4, so yeah. So now we'll go on to the last part. We're going to show you my PlayStation 1 game collection. Starting off with Action Bass. Fishing game. Nothing, not much to say about it. So yeah, I have to do them in order, and of course it's going to take a little bit longer because of the place. This one is Beyond the Beyond. I do not have a case for it, as you can see, but it is a great RPG game. Like I said, I love if you guys leaving comments and stuff in the below, because like I said, if you guys want to see certain games I have kind of thing, you can always mention it. Of course, we're gonna get into sport games because, again, there was a lot of sport games for PlayStation 1. For some reason, I collected mostly during PlayStation 1 rather than any other system. We have Gauntlet Legends. Not bad. Fun 1 or 2 player game. Okay, we move on to another sport game. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm bending over because it's all in a rack case thing. Jet Moto. That's actually a pretty fun one. I remember playing with my little brother with this one. So let's move on to King's Field. This is a nice one. Also, I forgot to mention that I found Super Mario Brothers 3 inside my old Nintendo, so didn't know I had that. Oh well. So that's cool on the list. Let's put this away. For the next one, we got Mega Man X5. I've had this. This is actually probably like one of the first PlayStation 1 games I got. Again, not as great as Mega Man X1, 2, or 3, but it's not as bad as 6 and 7, though. Eesh. Another game I had the longest time for PlayStation was Monopoly. I loved actually playing against the NPCs. The one thing I always remembered about this game was the NPCs will eventually give up. Like, there's that, like, you know how you can trade your properties for money? I go up to the NPC, I'd be like, I give you $200 for this place. He'd say no. And I wouldn't end my turn. I'd keep on bugging him. I'm like, $200 for that thing. No, $200 for that thing. $200 for that thing. Eventually, they'll say yes. That's how you beat this. Versus NPCs, you just cheat by keep on telling them that you want to beat, you want their money, or want their properties, and then eventually, you control all the properties, and then no matter where they stand, they lose. So the next one after that is Monster Rancher Battle Card. Loved it. Played it a lot. Never actually officially beat it, but I enjoyed it. I wish they actually kind of brought this back. Would have been cool. After that, we go into... that's Dusty. We go into the... it's one of those old museum games where it has a bunch of classic games into one. That's basically what it is. Had Pac-Man and stuff. I really did enjoy this game. Actually, my parents really enjoyed this game too. That was one of my parents' favorite games. After this, the case is kind of broken, so we got NHL Power Play, 1960. So, actually, sorry, 1996. I should say. I was trying to say 1996. I don't know. Right after 96, I have 98, so I'm missing 97s. Like I said, I didn't really care for sports, but I collected a lot of sport games. Then we got some golf, 98. Cool. Like I said, a lot of sport games. If you're wondering, like, where's your Final Fantasy and stuff, it's because they're on the bottom because they're the double ones. I'm going through all the single games at the moment. We got Power Move Pro Wrestling. Again, there's always like at least one wrestling game you have on you. But, yeah, it's not that great. This one, that one is not working. We got RoboPit, which actually, RoboPit and the next one I'm about to show you are the ones I got, like, they're the newest ones I've ever got. Which we got RoboPit and... RoboPit 2. Yes, that's why I don't know how can I say it. RoboPit 1 I remember more than RoboPit 2, but RoboPit 1 I always thought that was on N64 at the longest time, but no, it was on PlayStation. Unless I'm wrong and there was one, but I just don't remember. Next we got Special Ops, shooting game back then. Again, shooting games weren't that great back then. Well, not this one anyway. We're moving on to our last two. Yes, if you notice, we have some right here. Those were actually burnt games, which I'm not going to count. We got Tekken 3. Yeah, it's another one classic game that I had for a long, long time. And last but not least, I used to have the case for this. I don't know what happened to it. Was Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. This game was hard. I think it was like after the tutorial level, the first fight. No, I believe I beat the first like 2-3 fights, but the fourth fight I couldn't get past, so I could never get farther in this game. This game was hard because it was always cheap. So we'll now move on to the double case games. That's dusty. Which is our first Fear Effect, which was another game I actually had for the longest time on PlayStation 1. Never really did get far. I think the farthest I got on this was like disc 2. Anyway, I'll put that back. Actually, I don't know. Wait. Sorry, that was actually in not the right order. But oh well. Well, next we're going to show right away. We'll show Fear Effect 2. And from Fear Effect 2, we're going to go to probably one of my favorites RPGs, Chrono Cross. I know this is a game that's usually rare out there, but yeah, I own this one. From there, I'll show you them two at a time. I got Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. Do I own Final Fantasy 9? I don't own Final Fantasy 9. Actually, I have the discs of Final Fantasy 9, I just don't have the case. So that's why I can't show you. Because there are actually more PlayStation 1 games I own. They're just in a case, not in a, they're discs, not a case. Next one, Hoshigami. I don't know how to pronounce that. To me, it was like Final Fantasy Tactics, which I loved. I have Tactics, the CD. I just don't have the, like I said, case. So we're gonna go a little bit faster because, like I said, this is taking a little too long. We got Suikoden, which I guess I'll be showing you the PS2 eventually. But I got Suikoden 3, 4, 5, and Tactics, which you should already know I'm playing Tactics. But I paused it. Like I said, if you guys want me to continue Tactics, just give me a message. Legend of Dragoon. Everybody's going to be screaming, it needs a sequel. Or it needs to be remastered. Or something like that. I agree. I definitely agree. So, we're going to move on to the final three. First, we're going to start off with Vandal Hearts. Again, the reason why I was buying so many of these kind of games is I love Tactics, but nothing was great than Tactics. Too bad, though. But this was kind of like, to me, not bad, but felt like a cheap ripoff. And of course, you guys would definitely know Wild Arms 1 and Wild Arms 2. If you guys see, if you guys want to definitely see these two, I'll leave a link probably below, and you'll see both those. I actually played both through them on YouTube, so you can check them out right now. And besides that, that's all I can really show you for now until I get, I forget where I put my game case to show you all my other PlayStation ones. But the other ones I have are not that great. I have Final Fantasy 9. I have a bunch of other ones. I just don't remember them right now. But anyway, with that, I will see you guys another time. I'm going to slowly put these away.